Coming up, marvelous moments of mayhem from some absolute melons. Like these granny pushers, this greedy guzzler, and this silly sucker. Idiot TV features acts of extreme idiocy, though no one you see here gets seriously injured. Even so, don't try any of this stuff at home, ever. If you want to avoid idiots, then beware the gymnasium. For the biggest fools enjoy nothing more than getting swole. First up, the home gym. When you get all the gear, probably best to have some idea. At least he's pulled the shutters down so no one will ever be able to see his abject failure. Mr. Motivator's GMTV audition tape. Well, it started off badly and went downhill from there. Give yourself a clap, Derek. And pick up your specs. Here's what happens when you let clergy into the gym. Poor old Reverend White, such a mild-mannered man, had to get in shape for the village egg and spoon race. He still lost. 10 points for effort, though. See you on Sunday, Reverend.
I'm gonna make that body work on that. I'm gonna make that body work.
Ah, now this guy means business. Overconfident, over-muscled, underbrained. As anyone with even partial brain competence can tell you, you can't do chin-ups on a lamppost. You can, however, do as many as you like on that pull-up bar over there that's been especially erected just for people like you. Here's a scene from the latest Dr. Seuss movie. It's called The Prat in the Hat. Fortunately, he never comes back. I don't know what these fools think they're doing with that pogo stick. But here's something I can tell you. They'll be pogoing home in an ambulance. To the hospital. The big and large county Texas weightlifting champs are on. And this fella in the fetching onesie is apparently going for the big one. Let me tell you, there's no way I'm going behind there. Look at the size of him.
You got this.
You know what? I'm not sure he's got anything. Apart from maybe a hernia. And a view of that big boy's bulge. Yep, that elusive world record lives to fight another day. Unlike this guy. And now for a very special delivery. Time has not been kind to Michael Knight and Kit. They haven't aged well. And having run out of cash, they've turned to a life of crime. The Hoff poses as a mailman, while Kit is his own getaway driver. But in his dotage, poor old Kit finds it very difficult to keep control of all his functions. I think he's had enough of being told what to do. If he can't even get out of reverse, he's going to have trouble finding turbo boost. Stick to what you know best. The life of crime doesn't suit you. Way too much hassle, Mr. Hoff. War. What is it good for? Absolutely everything. Prepare for the idiot apocalypse. Who wants a real good bang? These guys. Come the revolution, I want to be on their side. Say, that's a nice tank. I bet that gun has brought some serious pain to the battlefield. And there it goes again. It doesn't even need to be turned on. Speaking of turned on, I don't think this guy ever will be again. Some say combat drills will never be realistic enough to prepare people properly for the harsh realities of war. That may be the case, but messing about in fatigues on a hillock will leave your ears ringing if your drill sergeant is a first-rate pillock. Combat training is good for one thing, though. It separates the wheat from the skeet. That's one in the eye for Corporal Clot. Private Pyle here getting to grips with his new rifle. There are many like it. Fortunately, the same can't be said of Private Pyle himself, who is truly unique. Looks like a pretty major malfunction there, Private. They say the deadliest weapon in the world is a Marine with a rifle. Not this Marine, another one. Coming up, we push the boundaries of bravery with this brainless buffoon. We'll bash some heads together with these crummy campers. And we plumb the depths of stupidity with these jeep-driving jerks. But before all that, it's time to spot the idiot. Yes, you at home can get involved. Just study this office scene and guess which team member is going to crash the party. Is it A, Sharon in accounts, B, Sandra in HR, or C, Susan in marketing? The answer awaits on the other side of these messages. Idiot TV features acts of extreme idiocy, though no one you see here gets seriously injured. Even so, don't copy anything you see here, ever. Before the break, we asked you to guess which staff member was about to cock everything up. A, Sharon, B, Sandra, or C, Susan? Let's play on to find out. Oh, the surprise answer is D, Johnny the janitor in facilities. Blimey, he really brought the house down there. Nearly took out half the workforce too. Looks like the boss has finally relented to expanding the office. Anyway, team, stop looking at the ceiling and get back to work. Johnny, in my office now. Time for the news. Let's see what's going on in South Africa. Willie de Villiers here, and our top story is that the new South African driving test is causing havoc across the country. Basic parking maneuvers are catching people out. But some people have managed to pass with flying colors, like these guys. That's top parking. Mirror, signal, maneuver. Yeah, when you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this is pretty standard stuff. In agricultural news now, scientists have finally worked out the answer to the question, how many idiots does it take to completely misjudge pulling down a tree? As you can see, there's one. And the man in the hat makes 2. Man in the corner there, that's 3. Blue hat man makes it 4. There we have it, ladies and gents. It takes 4 idiots to completely misjudge how to pull down a tree. Yep, that's some collective idiocy right there. Hang on, we've got another. Make that 5 idiots. Next week, how many idiots does it take to restore a smashed up truck? In an effort to cut carbon emissions, the government has introduced a new initiative to reduce the size of all motor vehicles. But some manufacturers have taken it a bit far, confusing children who think their mum and dad have bought them new toys. But the parents don't care, they've saved loads on money. In sport, the traditional tree chin-up finals are taking place in Bloemfontein. And here's the South African challenger, Tiny Tinus van der Westhuizen. That's pretty stupid. You're supposed to pull yourself up on the branch, not pull the branch down on yourself. Good news in the granny rolling district leagues, though. Old Mother Gerda made it to 3 full rotations. Let's take another look at that. Excellent spinning there. The nearest challenger was Sister Teresa Wessels, who was tragically knocked out after getting her habit caught. Candidates on South Africa's latest talent show have been looking to make a splash. But for some, it's not been going swimmingly. One competitor had to be airlifted to hospital for emergency surgery after a nut-cracking incident. A 5-hour give a nut to me was a success, but left him feeling rather knackered. The new series of South Africa's Got No Talent is underway, and the audition stages have seen plenty of friendly competition. This performance from Rudy Rademeyer really brought the house down. Take a look for yourselves. It's a ja from me. And finally, residents in Pretoria were advised to stay indoors this afternoon after reports of a breakout from the primates enclosure at the zoo. The cheeky chimp began flinging what could only be described as lunchtime leftovers at the police, but was eventually brought back down to earth with a bump. Turns out his dad tried the same thing back in '92. So this one's just a chimp off the old block. Good people of the world, keep your wits about you, for there are idiots at large. Watch out. After years of complaints from the residents opposite, one noisy neighbor is fighting back. Now that... Not sure on the technique, though. If that was supposed to fly across the courtyard to the neighbors opposite, then the plan has backfired stupendously. And literally. Looks like any chance of good relations has gone up in smoke. If you can't stand the heat, let off a flare in the kitchen.